Hello students, welcome to our channel Learning Notebook. In today's video, we are going to learn how to read time in a clock. Students, this is a clock. As you can see, a clock has two hands, minute hand and an hour hand. Can you tell me which one is hour hand and which one is minute hand? Yes, this short hand is hour hand and this long hand is minute hand. So let's understand about hour hand first. As you can see, a clock has 12 numbers which stand for hours. These are the 12 numbers. So the hour hand takes 1 hour to move from one number to next number on the clock. For example, as you can see here, the hour hand has taken 1 hour to move from number 8 to 9. Now let's learn about minute hand. Minute hand takes 5 minutes to move from one number to another number. Like here, to move from 12 to 1, minute hand takes 5 minutes. In this way, to move from 1 to 2, minute hand takes another 5 minutes. So students, in this way, minute hand takes 60 minutes to complete one round. Why 60 minutes? Because 12 into 5 equals to 60 minutes. And 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. Also students, you can see that hour hand, this short hand, has moved from 9 to 10. So it means in 1 hour, the hour hand moves to next number, whereas the minute hand takes a complete round of the clock. So students, we learned that hour hand moves from one number to next number in 1 hour or 60 minutes. Like here, you can see that hour hand has moved from 4 to 5 in 60 minutes or 1 hour. Also, remember that hour hand takes 12 hours to complete one round of the clock. Next important point to learn is that hour hand takes 2 rounds in a day. And we learned it takes 12 hours to complete one round. So this means in a day there are 24 hours. Students, let's summarize what we have learned so far. One day equals to 24 hours and 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. If you still not have subscribed to our channel Learning Notebook, then do subscribe it and make sure to press the bell icon. Students, we have made videos on every chapter of Class 2, Class 3 and Class 4 mathematics. We also have interesting maths quizzes, worksheets, working models, activities and projects on each chapter. So I would suggest you to check out our channel Learning Notebook. Now let's continue and understand how to read time from clock. First we will learn how to read time when minute hand is at 12. Students, look at this clock. Here, the minute hand is at 12 and the hour hand is at 7. We read this time as 7 o'clock or 7. Now, let me move this hour hand to 3. So now the hour hand is at 3 and the minute hand is at 12. So we say this time as 3 o'clock or 3. Let me move the hour hand to 11 this time. Now can you tell me the time being shown here? Yes, this time is 11 o'clock or 11. So this is how we read time when minute hand is at 12. Now let's learn how to read time when minute hand is at any number. So now we will read the time when minute hand is at any number. Right now, minute hand is at 12. And we learned it moves to next number in 5 minutes. So this means it moves from 12 to 1 in 5 minutes. Then it moves from 1 to 2 in another 5 minutes. So students, total time to move from 12 to 2 is 10 minutes. 5 plus 5 equals to 10 minutes. Similarly, total time to move from 12 to 3 is 15 minutes. Then time to move to 4 is 20 minutes. Time to move to 5 is 25 minutes. Time to move to 6 is 30 minutes. To 7 it is 35 minutes. To 8 it is 40 minutes and so on. Till it moves to 12 when 60 minutes have passed. So students, you can easily learn this as it is a table of 5. Now let me tell you another important concept. Here we have divided the clock into equal parts. One is this blue part and other one is green part. Now students, when the minute hand is in this blue part, or we can say on the right side of the clock, then we read the time as dash minutes past hour. Now, when the minute hand is in this green part, or we can say on the left side of the clock, then we read the time as dash minutes to next hour. Now let's see some examples when minute hand is on right side of the clock, that is in this blue part. As of now, the clock is showing the time as 8 or 8 o'clock. Now, when the minute hand moves to 1, 5 minutes have passed. So, we will read the time as 8:05 or 5 minutes past 8. Next, when minute hand moves to 2, 10 minutes have passed. So, we say time is 8:10 or 10 minutes past 8. Similarly, when minute hand is at 3, 15 minutes have passed. So, we read the time as 8:15 or 15 minutes past 8. We can also call this time as quarter past 8. Now students, when minute hand moves to 4, how many minutes have passed? Yes, 20 minutes. So can you tell me how will we read this time? We will say 8:20 or 20 minutes past 8. Now let's move the minute hand to 5. Since 25 minutes have passed, so we say time is 8:25 or 25 minutes past 8. Now minute hand moves to next number 6. 30 minutes have passed. So we say time is 8:30 or 30 minutes past 8. Students, we also read this time as half past 8. Now let's see some examples when minute hand is on left side of the clock, that is in this green part. So we will read the time as dash minutes to next hour. So when minute hand moves to 7, 35 minutes have passed. So we will say time is 8:35. But now since minute hand is on left side, so we will read the time as dash minutes to next hour. 35 minutes have passed. So how many minutes are remaining to next hour? Which is next hour? 9. So 25 minutes are left to next hour 9. So we will read this time as 25 minutes to 9. Now when minute hand moves to 8, 40 minutes have passed. And how many minutes are remaining to next hour? 9? Yes, 20 minutes are remaining. So we read this time as 8:40 or 20 minutes to 9. Next, when minute hand moves to 9, 45 minutes have passed. And how many minutes are remaining to 9? Yes, 15 minutes are remaining. So we say time is 8:45 or 15 minutes to 9. We can also call this time as quarter to 9. Now let's move the minute hand to 10. So can you tell me how many minutes have passed by now? Yes, 50 minutes have passed. And how many minutes are remaining to next hour 9? Only 10 minutes are remaining. So we say time is 8:50 or 10 minutes to 9. Next, when the minute hand moves to 11, 55 minutes have passed and only 5 minutes are remaining to next hour 9. So we say time is 8:55 or 5 minutes to 9. Now when minute hand moves to 12, we simply read the time as 9 or 9 o'clock. So students, now I'm sure you have understood how to read the time in a clock when minute hand is at any number. Now let's do some questions on how to read time. Question is, write the correct time shown by the clock in 2 ways. So students, have a look at this clock. Here, hour hand is in between 3 and 4. So hour is 3. Now minute hand is on 9. So 45 minutes have passed. So we will read the time as 3:45. Now let's read this time in second way. Here students, this minute hand is on left side of the clock. So we will read the time as dash minutes to next hour. So minutes remaining to next hour are 15 minutes. So time is 15 minutes to 4. Or we can call it as quarter to 4. Now next question is, again here we have to tell the time in 2 ways. So take a look at this clock. Here hour hand is on 6. So hour is 6 and the minute hand is on 2. So how many minutes have passed? Yes, 10 minutes. So we say time is 6:10 or 10 minutes past 6. Now let's move to next question. Here take a look at this clock. Hour hand is in between 1 and 2. So hour is 1 and minute hand is on 11. So how many minutes have passed? 55 minutes have passed. So we say time is 1:55. Now students, how many minutes are remaining to next hour, which is 2? Only 5 minutes are remaining. So we will read this time as 5 minutes to 2. So in this way, we have read this time in 2 ways. Now take a look at this clock in the next question. Here, our hand is in between 4 and 5. So hour is 4 and the minute hand is on 7, which means 35 minutes have passed. So one way to read this time is 4:35. Now, how many minutes are left to the next hour 5? How many minutes? 25 minutes are left. So, we can say time is 25 minutes to 5. Now, let's see the next clock. Here, our hand is between 5 and 6. So, hour is 5 and minute hand is at 6. So, how many minutes have passed? Yes, 30 minutes have passed. So, we'll say the time is 5:30 or 30 minutes past 5. We can also call this time as 5:30. Now students, take a look at this clock. Here, the hour hand is between 10 and 11. So, hour is 10 and where is the minute hand? It is at 3. So, 15 minutes have passed. So, we read this time as 10:15 or 15 minutes past 10. Another way to read this time is 10:15. If you still not have subscribed to our channel Learning Notebook, then do subscribe it and make sure to press the bell icon. Now let's do some different questions. Draw the hands to show the given time. Here students, we are given with the time and we have to draw the hands to show this given time. The time is given as 20 minutes past 7. We can also read this time as 7:20. So now let's draw the hands. 7:20 means our hand is between 7 and 8. So draw the our hand in such a way that it is between 7 and 8. Now 20 minutes. We have to represent 20 minutes. This means the minute hand should be at 4. Students, also make sure that you draw the minute hand as the longer hand and hour hand as the shorter hand. Now in the next question, time is given as 2:30. We can also write this time as 2:30. So this means the hour hand is between 2 and 3. So this is our hour hand. Now we have to represent how many minutes? 30 minutes. So minute hand is at 6. So this is how we have drawn the two hands to show the time as 2:30. Now let's do the last question. Here we have to show the time 5:45, which can also be written as 5:45. Okay. So here the hour hand should be in between 5 and 6. And we have to represent how many minutes? 45 minutes. So this means minute hand should be at 9. So this is how we can represent quarter to 6.